Last night, we most likely witnessed the end of the Golden State dynasty. Well, at least this version of the dynasty, like the Steph, Clay, Dre era, which is definitely sad to see because they have dominated the past like 10 years of the NBA. If we're looking at the box score from last night's game, I mean, Clay had 0 points in 32 minutes and Steph putting up 22 points. I mean, Steph needed some help out there. He was getting like triple teamed. Every time he touched the ball, he was getting blitzed off screens. So if the Warriors want to win again with Steph Curry before he retires, which is probably like 4 or 5 more seasons, I mean, he is 36 years old now. So the goal of today's video is going to be to rebuild the Golden State Warriors around Steph and try to win at least one more ring with Steph Curry before he does retires, because I think he still has a lot left in him and I think he can still make a championship push. It's just the roster around him right now, he's not going to be able to with that team. So we're going to have to make some changes. So first we got to get to the offseason. The bad thing with this offseason though is the Warriors do not have a first round draft pick, as the Bucks win the NBA championship, Dame win the finals MVP, but the Warriors do not have a draft pick and they are on some really bad contracts. If we look at these contracts, we're not going to be having Clay back. We're going to be letting him go to free agency. Steph is on 55 million. Obviously that's a good contract to Steph Curry, but Chris Paul's getting 30 mil, Andrew Wiggins 26 mil, and Draymond Green 24 mil. And there's some decent free agents, but we're not gonna be able to sign any of them because we're like negative 30 mil in cap room. So what I'm gonna do when we get to free agency is trade Draymond, Andrew Wiggins, and Chris Paul. And even though we'll get some penalties, we're gonna trade them for 1-year contract deals so that next offseason we can sign a big free agent. I mean, we could see if we can get someone good in a trade here. The free agents are really nice this offseason. Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, DeMar DeRozan, Siakam, could use any of them to bring to Golden State. That would help Steph, especially OG. He'd be a nice player for Golden State, but we have negative 35 mil like I was saying, so we got to trade some people, get some salary cap freed up. Wiggins and Draymond are the main ones we need to get off. Chris Paul is a 1-year deal, so it's going to be done by the end of next offseason anyway, but if we can get like a young player on a good deal in that Chris Paul trade, we're going to try that as well. So on these trades, I'm either looking for a young player with like a cheaper contract, it could be a couple years left on it, or like a 1-year deal that can help us more than Andrew Wiggins, because I just don't think Andrew Wiggins is going to get it done. So honestly, the best player I think I've seen here is Clint Capella, so we're going to do Clint for Andrew Wiggins straight up. Now, Ayo Dosunmu is on a 7 mil a year deal. This is better than Draymond's 24 million a year. That's tempting to trade for. I'm not seeing really much better. And if we can have Ayo on 7 mil a year for next year as well, that should be a good trade. So we're going to grab Ayo from the Bulls. So Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, all off the Warriors. So we got like a whole new roster right here. Let's see what we can get for Chris Paul. If we can get like a young player again on like a couple year deal, we'll do it, or like a draft pick. The best thing I really saw was Walker Kessler, so we're going to trade Chris Paul for Walker Kessler. I'd rather have Walker Kessler for the year than Chris Paul. Chris Paul really has not been doing anything, and now we got Ayo off the bench, or to start at 2 guard. I'm not too sure yet. So we're going to get to player progression. Hopefully Steph doesn't start coming down like a crazy amount in overall. Steph does go down 1. He is a 93 now. Did Ayo develop at all for us? He did not. Brandon Podensky up 1, Clint Capella up 1, and Kessler up 2. With Steph Curry on the team, you always got a chance to win the finals, but I do not think this roster is going to get it done right now, but we do have a lot of cap room. But Steph is 36, so it's kind of like a cross-counter thing, because Steph's probably going to go down more again next season when we have the money to sign players. The starting lineup for this season is going to be Steph Curry, Ayo Dosunmu, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and Walker Kessler, with Clint Capella, Podensky off the bench, Trey Jackson Davis, Kevon Looney. At the All-Star break, the Warriors are actually 39-15 and the 1 seed in the Western Conference now, just so you guys see. The simulator difficulty is on 50, and I mean, this team is not bad at all. We are 39-15. The Mavs are 36-18. OKC at 32-23. So definitely a close race once again this season in the Western Conference. Steph is playing up to a 96, putting up 37 points per game throughout the break. Kessler with 10 points a game. Ayo with 11. Kessler though averaging 2 blocks a game for us. Ayo doing his thing. Moses Moody doing his thing. Jonathan Kuminga doing his thing, putting up 20 points per game. Brandon off the bench getting us 12, 4, and 3. I mean, the whole team is playing nice. So the moves we made are definitely helping. I feel like it was definitely smart to get rid of like the older players, getting a different look at the team, and it seems like the team's starting to come together pretty well. So we can re-sign some of these guys over the offseason, and then we're going to go for a big free agent as well. Hopefully we got another superstar in free agency to go sign this season, because we should have some decent cap. But first we got to focus on the playoffs, because we're still the 1 seed, so maybe we could get a ring this year. If all the Warriors got to do in real life to get a ring next year is trade for Ayo Dosunmu and Walker Kessler and Clint Capella, then I think they would not be too mad at that. Jokic with winning the MVP once again. You guys think Jokic is the MVP IRL this season? I mean, it's kind of tough to say he isn't, but Luka and Shea also deserve it as well. It's like a 3-man race. Clint winning the 6th man of the year. I kind of want to see someone else win the MVP as Victor wins a defensive player of the year, putting up 3 blocks per game. I wonder if the Spurs made the playoffs. Amen Thompson winning most improved, and Devin Booker winning the clutch player of the year, and the coach of the year is Stephen Kerr with the 1 seed in the Western Conference. The Spurs are in the play-in, so Wemby is in the play-in game, the 9-10, so he led the Spurs to a playoff appearance with a play. I don't even, does his play-in really count as a playoff appearance? No, right? You got to win the play-in games, and that's a playoff appearance. So it's not even really a playoff appearance in his second year, as it looks like they are going to lose. Oh my, they took the lead with like 20 seconds left. They were down like 5, so I thought the game was over. As Victor puts up 19, Keldon Johnson puts up 23, and Victor has a shot to get in the playoffs and play us. And the way Zion Williamson was playing that game last night against the Lakers, let's hope we play the Spurs, to be honest. But we are not going to be playing the Spurs unless they have a crazy comeback. That'd probably be the best comeback in NBA history. Down 30 with like 2 minutes left, as the Pelicans do go on to win the series. Let's see who, yeah, Zion with 29, Brandon Ingram with 24, and CJ with 21. Let's see how Victor did. Trey Jones was their leading scorer. Victor was 16, 15, 9, 6 blocks. So a good stat line, just not able to lead the Spurs to a playoff appearance. And now Golden State has the Pelicans in the first round of the playoffs. Now Golden State's been playing great all year, so hopefully we get through the 8th seed pretty easily, as it looks like we are. 3-0 series. Zion had 36 last game, still wasn't enough to beat us. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to check. Why did Steph not win MVP if he was averaging 37 points per game? Did he finish out the year at 37, or did he kind of slow down and finish around like the 30-point per game range? I mean, he put up 36.4 points per game this season, 4.6 boards, and 7.6 assists, and didn't win the MVP. Might have been snubbed. He's averaging 45 points per game throughout the playoffs so far through 3 games, and he had 28 last game. If Steph's averaging 45 points per game throughout the playoffs so far, how much did he have in like game 1? He had 50 points in game 1 and 57 points in game 2 and 13 assists. Steph is on a mission to win this ring. They're up 3-0. Can they close it out and get the sweep? They cannot. 3-1. 4-1. The Warriors do close it out. What did Steph go for to close it out? 37 points. Kuminga with 35. So Kuminga's really stepping up. Io pulled a Klay Thompson that had 0 points, but he did have 5 boards and 7 assists. Like I said, you know, Io's role isn't going to be scoring a ton of points on this squad. He also has 2 blocks and 1 steal, so he's definitely playing his role. Only took 3 shots, unlike Klay Thompson's like 50 or 10 shots he took last night and did not score once. I'm not even trying to hate on Klay. You know, Klay was amazing for a while, but he's definitely washed up now. I think his time might be over. But look at the squad. Walker Kessler with 5 blocks in the closeout game. Everyone's starting to come together and play, and we can get the Kings in the second round or the Denver Nuggets. We do get the Kings. The Kings somehow beat the Nuggets. Jokic with 42, 11, and 9 in the closeout. De'Aaron Fox though 34, 6, and 10. So Golden State gets the rematch against the Kings, who just knocked them out last year in the play-in. They're up 2-0 on the series. What is Steph doing? Steph had 38 game 2 and 34 game 1, and Kuminga up there in the 20s in every box score as well. 3-0 series. Can the Warriors complete the clean sweep? They do complete the clean sweep. De'Aaron Fox with 28, Curry with 38 and 14. Curry's putting up insane stats, and I mean, I didn't do anything to boost Steph Curry. This is this guy's rating, a 95. If you guys want to see, I mean, I did not boost his stats. He has all his normal stats. He's playing out of his mind right now, and the Warriors are going to be getting the winner of the Mavs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're going to simulate the round, and they get the OKC Thunder. So Warriors versus Thunder in the Western Conference Finals, and the Cavs versus the Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals. So Paolo turning the Magic franchise around completely, getting them to an Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 of Warriors versus OKC. Let's see who takes it. Golden State takes it. Steph Curry with 32. Prudensky this game with 21. So everyone's stepping up for the Warriors. Good box score for them. Shea barely showed up to the gym last game. Only 12 points. But OKC does take game 2. It is a 1-1 series. 2-1 series OKC. 2-2 series. This is a big game. Whoever wins this then makes the other team play 2 elimination games in a row. OKC takes it. That is not good because game 6 is an OKC. Going into halftime, the Warriors have a 10-point lead, so they should be able to close this game out and get game 7 on their home court. Up 10 going into the 4th quarter, up 20 now, and yeah, they're gonna close this game out, putting up 149 points. Steph must have had like 60. Steph with 45 points, 10 boards, and 7 assists. Steph getting 10 boards. What is his offensive and defensive rebound? His rebounding stats is 35 and 57, and he had 10 boards. 7 of 12 from 3. Walker Kessler with 23 points, proving once again that it was a great pickup. So here we go, a game 7 to go face the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals on the Warriors home court. This is the game they should win. The pressure's on the Thunder now for sure. All right, Thunder up 3 points right now with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They go up 6 points. That is not good. The Warriors haven't got a bucket in like a minute. 6-point game, a minute 10 seconds left. 4-point game with 54 seconds. I think that's close enough for us to hop in. Hopefully it's Golden State's ball when we get in this game. It is Golden State's ball as well too. They got Curry, Clint Capella, Kevon Looney, Moses Moody, and Walker Kessler on the floor, so not a lot of floor space. And no, Steph Curry with the step back knocks it down. He has 35 points in 39 minutes. Steph wants this ring. They got to get a stop here and they can tie this ball game up. Shea pulling up mid-range jump shot in Steph's face. That is a tough shot. That's all right though. Steph Curry, it looks like no one on this Thunder team can stop Steph Curry. Steph Curry from 3 and he hits it. 1-point game now. Let's get a stop, Warriors. Come on. One stop. Do not let Shea just take Steph to the paint. Someone's got to help him. Someone's got to help him. They let Chet cut. Walker Kessler, who's one of the best shot blockers in the league this season, just let Chet cut on him and put a reverse dunk up. We're down 3, so we do have Steph Curry, so 3 points is not a ton. Steph needs to get us a basket here, even if it's not a 3. You know, they could play the foul and free throw game, but they need a basket on this possession and a quick one. Steph Curry pulling up in SGA's face. That was not the best look. I'd rather have him shoot a 3, and they're going to have to foul if SGA hits one of these free throws. It's going to be very tough for the Warriors to win this game. SGA knocks the first one down. We're going to hit Sim to the end. Hopefully a miracle happened, but it does not. Steph Curry with 38 points, and the Warriors fall short once again. SGA with 36 to close them out. Jalen Williams with 23. Chet with 15. I'm not going to lie, though. We kind of got farther than I expected this season. This season, I didn't know if we were going to be able to make a deep run in the playoffs. We did have a pretty good run. The Thunder just swept the Cavs. Chet winning the Finals MVP. And here we are, the offseason. This is the big offseason for us. And this is where we're going to make a move that's either going to get Steph another ring or have him retire without any. Because as you guys saw, Steph Curry looked like prime Steph last season. He did not miss a step. He actually got better than he did the season before. I mean, he averaged 36 points per game. That's the most he's ever averaged in his career, and he did it at age 36. So we just drafted Kyle Filipowski out of the draft. I don't think he was supposed to be in that draft class, but I downloaded one and he was in the wrong one, so we'll take it. We'll just say that he stayed at Duke another year. So I'm pretty sure he did declare for this year's NBA draft, like coming up in real life, but I'm not complaining. Let's see the team player options. Walker Kessler on a $4.8 million just 1-year extension. I'm pretty sure we will definitely take that. We'll take Brandon for $3 million. Good cheap deals on these players. Can we sign Jason Tatum? We can. Who do we go for here? We obviously got to throw Tatum with contract. I mean, we got to throw him a bag, right? We'll throw him a max contract, obviously. All right, we're going to offer him the contract. It did go through, so I think we actually have $84 million to work with. Not loving Donovan Mitchell alongside of Steph. We could get Jimmy Butler. Evan Mobley's a restricted free agent, so they can match whatever I offer him. So like when 2K, when they're restricted free agents, they usually always just sign back with their team. So I'm looking for someone that's an unrestricted free agent that we could go and sign. Wait, why is Kuminga a free agent? So we can match whatever he gets offered, but 40 mil a year, I mean, we might as well just try and find someone else, right? But why not pick up a guy like Jonathan Isaac, a defensive 4 that could score around the basket, kind of can do the same thing. We can get him for cheaper, so we're gonna offer him a contract. Also gonna spend our last offer on Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy is a restricted free agent, so like I said, he probably won't sign, but let's advance to the next day. Jason Tatum is a Golden State Warrior. We are gonna have to walk away from Kuminga though to be able to make this deal possible. We're gonna have to walk away from Gary Payton, Moses Moody, and Clint Capella, so we're giving up some of our future for Tatum, but we do have Tatum signed, and the Pelicans do match our Trey Murphy offer, and Jonathan Isaac stays with the Magic. All right, that's fine. We got Jason Tatum and Steph Curry on the team. Let's go to player progression. Steph should not have went down. I mean, he averaged, what, 36 points per game last season and took us to a Western Conference Finals Game 7. So hopefully he did not go down. Curry goes down 1, but if he plays good, he'll just play back up to like a 96 or whatever overall. Tatum up to a 95. Kessler up to an 85. Io up to an 80 for us. Brandon up to an 80. Got a great core. We got Kyle Filipowski off the bench at 20 years old. Just auto-generated the starting lineup. This is what they cooked up. Steph, Io, Garrison Matthews, Tatum, and Kessler. Now, Garrison Matthews is not going to be in the starting lineup. I might move Tatum to the 3 and put Kyle Filipowski in the starting lineup. Also, what I'm gonna try and do is maybe we can't even trade anyone really that we signed until the 21st, so we're gonna have to wait to make a trade till the 21st. Now, LeBron did retire last year, but we can trade Trace Jackson Davis right now for a 75 overall Bronny James. And if Bronny James went and re-signed with the Golden State Warriors, I think LeBron would come back and sign a minimum to play with his son and Steph. So we're gonna make the trade for Bronny James to the New Orleans Pelicans. So the Warriors have LeBron James on a 1-year, basically minimum contract. He's 40 years old, 92 overall. So that is going to take care of our lineup problem with Garrison Matthews being in. And now we got Curry, Io, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, and Walker Kessler. Luka winning the MVP this year, putting up 33, 11, and 11. And Michael Malone winning the Coach of the Year. So Steve Kerr not winning the Coach of the Year this season. Victor Wembanyama did win Defensive Player of the Year once again, put up 3 blocks a game, which was identical to last season. Steph Curry did not make the All-NBA first, second, or third team. LeBron actually made an All-NBA third team along with Jason Tatum. That's the only Warriors that got All-NBA teams. The Warriors got the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. Now we got to take a look at what these guys did over the regular season. Tatum averaged 30 points per game, so I'm guessing Tatum took the role of the leading scorer. He did. Steph dropped 11 points from last season, put up 25.9 points per game. Still a really good season, and 7 assists a game. LeBron put up 23.7 points per game at age 40, 8.4 assists, and 6.9 rebounds. So this team definitely having a lot more depth. Io put up 9.8 points per game, almost 1 steal per game as well. Bronny James getting some minutes with 8 points per game. So Bronny actually getting some time and doing some really good stuff with it. Our draft pick, Kyle Filipowski, 5.3 points per game, 2.9 boards, 1.1 assists. So he's not really getting too many minutes, but he's doing decent with the minutes he got. And we got the Pelicans in the first round. Now, the Pelicans, we beat 4-1 last year in the first round. Now, with Zion developing everything as a young player, it could be a different series, but we do have Jason Tatum wearing a Warrior uniform now, so we should be all right as they do 4-2 the Pelicans. Tatum with 43 in the closeout game, Steph with 36. Tatum also had 10 assists. LeBron with 10 assists, 7 boards, and 19 points. I just want to check how the Warriors did throughout the whole series. Who was the leading scorer? Tatum with 30, Curry with 35, Tatum with 51, Curry with 27, and then Curry with 35, 31 for Tatum, 31 for LeBron. Game 5, LeBron was actually leading scorer with 32, 6, and 6. Tatum had 27. Curry only had 8 points. Oh, they did lose the game. I was going to say, did they win the game with Curry only scoring 8 points? They did not. But now we got the Rockets in the second round, and the Rockets actually were the ones that signed Jimmy Butler over the offseason. He's teamed up with Sengun, Jeremiah Grant, Thompson, Rob Dillingham, Jabari Smith. So they got a good team over here in Houston. We're going to have a tough series. The Rockets take a 2-0 series lead on us. The Rockets take a 3-0 lead on us, and it's a 3-1. We don't get swept. Can they bring it back? 3-2. 3-3. We're going to a game 7. The Warriors have just won 3 games in a row. Tatum with 34 last game, Curry with 32 and 10, and Bron with 24 and 10. Coming back from 3-0 would be absolutely insane, especially winning the game 7 on the Rockets home court. The Warriors are down 8 points right now in the 4th quarter. They're down 10, down 14. It doesn't look like we're actually going to be able to pull off the 3-0 comeback, and the Warriors lose in the second round of the playoffs to the Houston Rockets. It is a Raptors versus Mavericks finals. How did the Raptors make the finals? They don't really have like any other like big additions. They just made the finals versus the Mavs. The Mavs do 4-1 them, and Luka winning the MVP of the season and the finals MVP. So we are getting Brandon and Bronny James back, but we are not going to be getting LeBron back this year. And also, okay, we do get Walker Kessler back. That's a big pickup for our center. Filipowski's definitely going to have to step up more this season as well, and I don't think we can really pay anybody. So we got the starting lineup of Steph Curry, Prudensky, Otto Porter, Jason Tatum, and Walker Kessler. And we got some decent players on the bench. We got Bronny James, Kyle Filipowski. We got Josh Richardson, Chetty Osman, Keita Bates-Diop, and Jordan Clarkson. I think Jordan Clarkson should be getting some minutes. He could come in and score for us off the bench. I mean, only playing 9 is kind of crazy. We're going to bring some of these guys down and give Clarkson some minutes off the bench. We'll give him 10 minutes a game. We'll give Chetty 10 minutes a game and see who does better, and then kind of adjust it in the playoffs. But Jason Tatum and Steph Curry, they should be able to go get a ring. I mean, I don't know how we didn't get it last year. year with Bron, Jason Tatum, and Steph Curry, but they fell short to Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, and the Houston Rockets. So Tatum and Curry got to lock in because this might be one of their last chances. They probably got this season and next season, and if they don't get it then, Steph's gonna retire. So Tyrese Halliburton winning the MVP, 30.7 points per game. So we're officially entering this new era, new generation of the NBA, it seems like. Golden State with the 6th seed. So we've been going down each year. Tatum and Curry with the 6th seed. That's just hard to believe. We got Victor in the first round of the playoffs as well. We are now 2-0 to the Spurs, 3-0 to the Spurs, 3-1. Can we bring it back again? Can we come back from 3-0 once again? We do not. The Golden State Warriors get eliminated. Steph with 32, Tatum with 27. Not looking good. I don't know if we're gonna hit this goal of today's video to win a ring with the Warriors, because we really just got next season to do it. Next season is really the last season we have. We want to win with Steph Curry on the Warriors and with Steph being a main part of the squad. So I've been trying to advance in this regular season. I just restarted my game. I've got 3 air codes in a row. So now I just restarted my game, and maybe it was just I had to restart my game, but I think this My League file is glitched. So we're gonna try importing the draft class and simming. If it crashes again, there's really not yet. It's crashing, so I don't know what to do. My League file is corrupt, I'm pretty sure, so I'm just gonna have to end the video here. Make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.